Yeah, it's hard for me to describe every time.
Mm-hmm. This is a nice pink. Yeah. So we're doing a cloud set, guys. It's gonna pink to clear, glitter purple. Fun set. First things first, I'm gonna use this pink to cover up that nail line. And I'll ombre that pink over with another purple. And this is a ballerina shape. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard about it. Very unique shape. You really have to be able to visualize this shape to be able to do it. Important to blend this so that you have the ombre look, because the tips has to look clear. And this set's all about encapsulation, just ombreing, and then later I'm gonna put some cloud art on top. Give it the cloud look, add clouds to it. Remember, this is the one set we have to encapsulate everything later, okay? Because we have to have a clear look. Clear pink. You want to use a sheer pink, a sheer clear pink for this look. Anything too dark, too pastel won't give that clear look that you want. So just blend it real quick. Blend it to the tip, and if I get too much pink on the tip, I just gotta brush through and get rid of the excess pink, okay? I just want like a nice ombre look. This set will come together pretty nicely towards the end. It's one of those sets where you have to like work your way to it. You guys kind of get the gist of the idea behind this set. How's everybody doing today? I got a long day, guys. Ugh. This pink is just for me to use to make sure I cover up that nail line as much as possible. I still got ombre up top too. When you guys see this set, you're gonna say, oh wow. It'll start to come together pretty soon. Yay, my coffee's here, thank you.
You're welcome.
Just move the buffers, yeah. Oh yeah, the coffee looks good. I didn't sleep well last night. Stayed up. Well, I had a nap. And I stayed up pretty late and then got a few hours of sleep. Remember, we set the ombre from up top, so this is just for me to, when you're doing like multiple ombres, you're working layers. And you gotta do it thin, because remember, we got another color to put on top of this, then we gotta cap everything with clear. It's actually pretty easy to do. Just make sure you don't go too crazy with the powder, because you won't add too much powder, then you're gonna have to take off a lot more. It's gonna look bulky. The last thing you wanna do is have this set to look bulky. Excited for the clouds and the stars though. That's gonna be a fun look. Okay, so now I'm gonna take out this clear. It's not clear. This blue, purple, blurple that we got here. Hey, what's up, everybody? What time your shop usually close? I close at 7, but my techs don't leave until like late. I take my last at 7. Gotta be careful with this. This has glitter, and the glitter is gonna transfer through the whole nail. We don't want to overpower it. Oh, that's so pretty. Ah! I did this combo way back when. Look at that, guys. I'm gotta be careful because I don't want to overpower that pink with this blurple I have here. Oh my goodness. It'd be the one, guys. And that blurple, she said that blurple. Ooh. Remember, when you're working with this, you gotta be very careful not to overpower, okay? It's so easy. This color here is so easy to overpower the pink. So we're gonna be very careful and just get just enough. Blurple, that's why I call this color. Blue purple. This pink is still there. And the glitter kind of goes through the pink too, which is nice. Kind of ombre through the pink. Oh, look at that. Wow. When the taco hits this, y'all. This is from ANC. I don't know. Oh my god. It's called Fairy Dust from ANC. I mean, like, I don't barely use ANC, but this one color I do use a lot of. It's a great color to encap with. I wouldn't do this whole color without encapping though. And you gotta be very, very touchy with this, okay? Add a little more pink in this one. You can probably find it in your local nail supply store or even try online. ANC is a dip company, but sometimes I use their products. It works with acrylic sometimes. Not all their products work well with acrylic. But I figured this combination out a while back. Blurple is a word. Guys, blurple is a word. I'm telling you, blurple is a word, okay? Blurple is blue purple. I think this color is like a blue purple, don't you think? Or am I crazy?
Or like an indigo.
Indigo? No, this is a blue purple. This is a blurple for sure. All I know is when I put claws on this beast and some stars. Hello. This be the one. It's a nice start to spring set. Remember, this pink actually adds to this blurple, okay? They assist each other. You make actually a new color. See, when this pink and this blurple come together, and the glitter. Put a little more of this blurple here. Give it an ombre look. The glitter is actually what gives it the ombre look. You see that? It coats the pink and gives it another whole color with that glitter. Shit. You already know when this top coat hits this. Ooh. when the top coat hits. Oh shit, I forgot to share my page. Give me 1 second, guys. Dun, dun, dun. Nope, the other hand. Blurple. It should be restocking. I'm so sorry, guys. Everything's coming in, restocking. I gotta crimp all the brushes. I gotta do all this. But I would try to have it done in a timely manner for you guys. Hopefully I'll be able to, you know, finish it off strong, like as in like I stock up a lot. Okay, so we're gonna go again with this blurple. Remember, I'm just getting just enough. I don't want to overpower it. This thing is very strong. If you put a huge bead, I'm gonna be capping this, so you put a huge bead, it's just gonna take over, okay? You want just enough. Man, this color is so pretty. I feel like I need to do a whole set with just this color. A lot of people ask me what color this is, and I tell them it's a combination of 2 colors. That pink, it may look very sheer, but it actually does its job being there. 1, it covers up the nail line for me. 2, it gives me the ability to use this blurple and create another color with it. Because when that glitter hits that pink, it gives it such a nice tone. If I use this blurple by itself, it won't come out that color. I'm very careful with that. Last thing I want to do is overpower the pink. It's very nice sheer pink. It gives me that cloud. Later when I put some white clouds on it. Ooh, yes, sir. Remember, I'm going to cap all this in a second. Then I'm going to move on to filing, shaping. And then my final touch-up is putting, you know, some artwork on it, some clouds. And then I'll be able to put some stars also. When I came up with this idea, I wanted clouds and I wanted stars. Because you know how, like, when you look in the sky, there's clouds, and past the sky, there's stars, right? So I needed more like a deep space look. So that's why I found this color. I'm like, all right, made this look good. So later on, I'll put stars up there. And it has the pink, and then the clouds be here, and then it goes up here to the stars. So like 3 layers of clouds. This design I came up with a while back. She brought inspo from the past, y'all.
Oh, it's so pretty.
So pretty, right?
I love it.
That's right, see? It created like almost a 3-tone, 3-dimensional. This would look good matted. Holy shit.
Oh, it would.
But now I'm going to use a clear to cap everything. Okay. So we're going to cap everything. Look how pretty that looks. So I'm going to do like a 2-bead capping process. I'm going to cap the front. Make sure that my structure is good. Make sure I got no bubbles. I want this nice and clear. And this is a ballerina shape. And I'll show you guys the difference between ballerina and coffin. I know I know when your clients come in and they ask for ballerina, you're like, what the hell? It's such a unique shape that rarely gets asked for, but if you do it right, it actually looks really damn good. It's almost like a coffin and stiletto, a coffin and an almond mix. So this is just get my base. Remember, because earlier I did not do a lot of the base. It's just very thin. So make sure the thickness is there for the base. And I'll build my apex and such. All right, make sure I shape the acrylic so I don't have to shape too much later. So essentially, a ballerina is pretty much a coffin, except when it gets to the tip, it's very narrow. Just like how you see here. Just gonna shape it. That shape there. Now I'm gonna cap everything else up here. See the bubbles? Pop, 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 pop. Make sure there's a nice blend, transition with the nails, goes through. Is that? This is excess tip on here. I'm gonna file this out. But you want that transition, you see, from the cuticle area, the apex, out here. That is your foundation. And you can do that with a 2 bead. Based on the client's nail. You missed it, looks so pretty. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Yogi? Hello, everybody. Sorry, I'm so into what I was doing. I missed some of the comments. If I missed your comment, you can comment now. Ballerina's your favorite shape? I know. Ballerina's everybody's favorite shape, but most of the time, people can't even figure out what it looks like. So I'm gonna do the same thing again. Remember, clear always has bubbles, no matter what monomer you use, is to make sure that you work slowly. You see there's a bubble right there. I'm gonna pop that. And I'm gonna reform it. That's why you work slowly, because if I would have put a huge bead, I wouldn't be able to pop it and reform it, because I have to do all that stuff. So I'm gonna do the base of the nail first. As it dries more, I'm gonna start moving it more. I was just nudging it earlier because it wasn't dry yet. See that? Just very touchy. There's bubbles in here, I can see it. Shape my nails, make sure it's nice and shaped. Then I'm gonna go up for the apex bead. And blend it down. Notice I don't put too much up here, because remember the bulk of my nail earlier I put up here already. So I really don't need that much. Up here, I just want to make sure it transitions to the apex out. And of course I can add a little bit more, because I did, I could probably put a little bit more there. So I'm gonna build a little bit more apex here. And once you have your foundation down, your understanding of apex will increase, and it should be very easy for you to do apex. As beginners, or if someone still mastering application, don't overthink it. Because when you think apex too much, all you're gonna worry about is making the apex and not actually doing proper application. Literally, even my students go do it. Can you show us a live where you do fill and Will you do a fill in Cuticle Work, please? I just did a live when I did a fill. My last one was a fill, so you can watch that. All my lives are saved on this page, so you can go through and you can check it. I did a couple fills yesterday also, and all my lives have Cuticle Work. So yeah, there's like hundreds and hundreds of videos of me doing nails. You can go through and watch whichever one you want, and just, or you can scroll forward to when I do the Cuticle Work. And yeah. Remember, this page is made so I can save all my lives for you guys to access the ones that you missed. So just go back through and check through. And I do Cuticle Work on every video, so you have to scroll forward to when I do Cuticle Work if that's all you want to watch. Ooh, there's a big bubble in there. Is it? I wasn't paying attention. There you go. I'm gonna take this whole thing off because I wasn't paying attention. There's a huge bubble in there. It's okay. It wasn't a bubble, it was like an air pocket because I wasn't paying attention. So I'm gonna take that off. Do that. That way. No bubbles. Good, good.
Sometimes I ask you, you think we overhelping margarine?
There you go.
That's our job. We need to help them. But we gotta get that job for them enough when we get this help and I'm going to struggle because they're not getting to see that level of help. So that's the only thing.
See that? It's okay. For the sets, you can just take it off and redo. You never commit to anything with acrylics. You just saw me just wipe the whole bead off with my finger.
But I said, not every PM and exec would be like this. There's some who went to want you in your seat like 7:38 and so on, which I think is ridiculous.
Consistently shaping my nail. The shape's so... It's already there, y'all. Hey, what's up, Stephanie? How are you? Saw the Easter set you did. Looks good. You really having fun with the art gel, huh, Stephanie? Put a little more foundation here.
Yeah,
I can't wait to put this clouds on his nails.
they're all gone when they were a thing. I don't.
Yeah.
There's no need to sit there just
Make sure you focus on your application. Your work will be so much easier. I guarantee you. When you get the file and shape. Bubble. Pop.
I got calls, and then I'm supposed to help out with stuff next week. So I'm hotel high-rise. Georgians is working on it. He's been. I don't know which one. So Georgians has been at the main office with me. So I've been at the main office Monday, Tuesday.
Bubble.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And yesterday was
Yeah, to eliminate. I mean, like, you don't eliminate every bubble. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't think I've ever seen anybody do encapsulation where there was not somewhat of a small bubble or inconsistency in there. So don't be too hard on yourself, okay? I know a lot of you guys have issues with bubbling. Even me. Okay? That's beautiful. Gotta appreciate the application. How beautiful that looks. How smooth that is. how less work I have to do with this. Look at that now. That transition from cuticle to apex to base. This is a 10 brush. Where can you get those powders? You can probably buy them online, to be honest. Chisel is everywhere. A&C, you probably can get them on Amazon maybe, or even at a local nail supply store. I don't usually use a lot of A&C. This is a very unique time for me. This is a design that I came up with way back when. One of my own inspos where I created clouds and stars set. And this powder happened to be what I had, so I knew a lot of people tried to recreate the set, but they couldn't get it because they didn't have the powder I had. But they did a pretty good job. Any glitter, clear, blurple, blue, purple. See that? Boom. That's how I shape. No hand filing, just with the brush. Boom. That's how you get crisp shapes right there, guys. Not even holding back any secrets. That's literally how I shape. My hand filer would just enhance that later. And I work slow when it comes to encapsulation, especially using clear. I'm trying to rush it and get bubbles and unevenness. Check your side view, see if you need any more. If you do, just add it. Just add it. Blend it into the cuticle area. Blend down. And there you go. Everything's in cat. Love the colors, thank you.
Yes.
Pen transitions, thank you.
I said you 2 nice shirts and two nice strings.
So I always, whenever I do a whole nail encapsulation, I always start with the tip, pop any bubbles I see before the powder gets too dry.
Yeah. Just chilling.
How do you get bubbles while you're working? If you use your brush and you have a lot of monomer and you keep patting it, it can cause bubbles to form too. So just very slowly wait until the powder's more dry till you start working with it. If you start working with the powder when it's too wet, you can actually cause bubbles because the monomer, the way you pat your brush, it causes bubbles. I guarantee you. I've seen it happen to me before my own eyes. Okay.
Not too hot.
2 bubbles here, 3. I just like stab with my brush a little bit, pop it, and then work with the powder.
Yeah, that day I'm out. It's like so that's what I drove it that time we left Sedona, so like 8 o'clock for the Grand Canyon like 10. And then I hiked down, which took about 6 hours, 7 hours. I hiked down and then hiked back up. Well, the hike down and back up took about 7 hours. And then we go on the journey.
Or check your side profile. When in doubt, check your side profile. You can watch me do nails all day. So back in the day, people do. I used to do like 10 sets a day, and I used to live it. And there's actually people that sit all day with me. And I'm like, wow. They had the lunch break with me. They wash the dishes with me. They have their, cook dinner with me. It was crazy. But in the height of my prime. I could do that now. I'm so busy that I'm traveling too. I can't overexert myself like that anymore. Who here remembers the days when I used to do like 10 lives a day, 10 sets a day, and you just be all here all day with me, forgetting to feed your kids, pay your bills, legit. Like that was fun. Those were the days, right, guys? From like literally 10 to 7. Everybody's watching me do nails. I'm doing nails. And I'll see the same people consistently over and over. I'm like, wow, thank you. Now most of those people have became nail techs. So they, they don't got the time to watch me like this anymore. Let me get a bit of my coffee here. Ooh, this is good. Needed that. Gets me relaxed. Alright. Like that, people used to say I have an ASMR voice. I'm like, okay, that's good. At least my voice is not annoying. I wouldn't want my voice to be annoying. People have to watch me all day. What do you guys want to see more on the page though, content-wise? I never get to ask you guys that. I know nail lives are great, but you guys want to do more like just like me living, talking to you guys on this page? I do Q&As at night. Maybe I can do like lives throughout the day, just, you know, talk about hot topics, subjects in the nail industry. What do you guys think? Because I don't want to just fill it up with all just nail lives. What do you guys think? What other content do you guys want to see on this Nail Desk Studios page other than nail lives? More crystal designs. I have a lot of crystal clients. You look through a lot of my lives. There's a lot. Now, because not everybody does crystals or designs, guys. I meant more of like content-wise, different type of content. I don't want to be like one note. Oh, this is all nail, dad. This is like all nails. I may post some tutorials or something like that for certain designs or something like that. You bought me any ideas? Girl, check out my IG. I have some on my IG. All those stones, I picked those stones specifically because they work well together. You know what I did? Cheyenne. You know what I did when I first started doing stones? You know I never did stones, right? One day I just went crazy on a set where I just like freestyle and I just, you know, I just played with it. And then eventually I got kind of like an idea what to do with the stones. Most of those stones, they go well together. They go well together as in that you put them next to each other, or you can actually put like, create like a shape or a design with them. Do tutorials on smile lines in different color black. Okay. I love seeing your work. Thank you. Okay. I'll keep that in mind, Amber. Love to learn 3D art. Okay, I'll keep that in mind more. Tutorials on trends. Okay. There are certain designs I can't show on tutorial though, because we save those designs for our master class. We've been developing some new designs and stuff like that for our master class that we cannot really disclose on lives. And I spoke to my instructors about that. But some of the more like, you know, common designs and stuff like that, I'll do tutorials. I'll post it for you guys. Appreciate the input. I'm always here for input. This is the size 10 brush that I'm using from my own brand, my own line. It's crimped though, that's why it looks like this. Your 10 brush may not look the same. almost finished here. Got down the last 2 fingers. I'm gonna shape. You do a cuticle work. And I'm gonna go and do the designs. Some cloud work for you guys. Some stars. Shape my nails, shape my nails. I do my shaping during my application just so it makes my job a lot easier later. I guarantee you that. Remember, when you're doing nails, like, there has to be a transition, guys. From the cuticle area to the nail base to the tip. I know you guys seen a lot of nails where it just bulges out right here. It's because there's no transition. If you have a bulge right here, you gotta either drill it out. But if you can just blend it out early when you're doing your application, then you don't have to do that much work. You know? You can always drill later. But just remember to drill. Because you don't want to bulge there, okay? It doesn't look aesthetically pleasing. You want the nails to kind of grow out from the cuticle. Make sure you guys follow my Instagram. Next week I'm gonna be launching the first press-on contest. Press-on giveaway. I'll be doing a set of press-ons for my birthday. And I'll give it away to one lucky winner. So make sure you follow the IG so you don't miss it when I announce it on the IG. And you can be able to enter, follow the rules and enter. I'm gonna tell you, man, doing press-ons is completely different than working on clients. Whew. I get bored. Now I know what people mean when they say, oh, press-ons. See, that's just a little flat, but that's good. I'm just gonna add just a little bit more here, okay? Right here. See? But I'm not gonna make it bulge from the cuticle area. I'm just gonna blend it upward. Blend it out. And there you guys go. Give me that structure from cuticle. Alright, let me clean my brush because I know this brush took a beating when this set. Anytime you use clear powder, here's a tip for you guys. Clear powder is the powder that really gets stuck into your brush. Not the pigment powder, because the pigment powder has low acrylic and pigment. So pigment is easy to get out. Clear powder is all acrylic. So make sure you feather through. Make sure you don't feel any acrylic stuck in there before you store it or you have acrylic. This brush is almost a year old. I'm about to throw this brush to happy birthday soon. Coming up, I think this May, this brush is gonna turn, oh no, June, this brush is gonna turn a year old. For fat, everybody knows I use the same brush all the time. Well, my other sizes too, but this brush is almost a year old. Okay, so shaping with this ballerina goes coffin and then very narrow out here, not too narrow, okay? So we're gonna bring it out like how we would bring a coffin, but we're not gonna actually bring it in all the way out. Just get the shape. Of course, I'm gonna shape underneath because remember, tip. So now when I get out here for ballerina, I'm gonna reposition my file, angle a little bit to bring it in a little bit more. Almost like I'm bringing in a stiletto. And that transition is, for everybody that's here, what we call the shape ballerina. See how it's like coffin out here, and it comes in here a little bit more narrow. That's literally what it is, and it's hard for a lot of people to visualize this shape because it's like they want to they want to go straight, right, straight out. That causes it to look like coffin. But ballerina, it's like, ugh. Like, why do you make me do this shape? You know, a nice perfect coffin. No, I want it like this. That's ballerina. I know.
Surprisingly,
I wasn't supposed to. You're funny, Luis. What time is it there? So you gotta remember, you gotta stay consistent every time you do this shape. So I'm bringing out like I'm bringing out on a taper, and then when I get to the tip, I'm gonna bring it in. So it's gonna have like 2 stages to it. So you bring it out like a taper, and bring it in. Now I already had the shape pre-shaped, so I kind of get to see what it looks like. For those of you guys that can't see the shape, like, it's all about visualization of the shape, man. I remember I used to really get angry with this shape sometimes back in the day when I just first start asking for it. And then every time I do it, they're like, no, it's more narrow. No, it's more like this. I'm like, what the heck is the shape? So I kept looking it up. I'm like, oh, okay. So it's almost like a coffin stiletto. It just comes in right at the tip here. This tip area here, it just comes in right here. That's the annoying part. And when you do it, you're like, a force of habit. When you're doing this, you always want to do that perfect coffin. But this shape makes it so it's like telling you, don't do that perfect coffin. If you do it, you're not gonna get the shape. But it looks good. If it's done right, it looks really good. I give them that. It has a unique shape to it. I wouldn't say my ballerina is perfect, but I think it's pretty close to what I needed to do.
Well, it's exactly what I wanted.
It's exactly what you want to say. As long as it's exactly what the client wants. I remember nail tech used to cringe when clients asked for ballerina. Sometimes when you do when you do coffin wrong, you actually create ballerina. It's crazy. The better you are at shaping coffin, the worse you are at shaping ballerina if you first start new ballerina, because you mentally can't picture it. You just want to do a perfect coffin, you know. But sometimes the people that mess up on coffin, they actually create ballerina by accident. I think this shape was created by accident, to be honest with you. This ballerina shape was probably from someone doing coffin, but they did it wrong or something like that, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, this looks actually good, nice. Let's name it. That's just my theory, okay? It's not a proven fact. Sometimes mistakes become like, you know, a trending thing. It trends, yeah? Hey, can you make a video of the giveaway too to show us what it is when it's released? Nope. The giveaway is going to be a press-on set that I'm going to just freestyle. Once I pick a winner, I'll make it and I'll send it to them. I don't know what I'm doing. My press-ons are always mystery press-ons. You don't get to request it. I'll make whatever I feel like I'm making. I'll send it to you. I'll send enough tips for you guys to know all sizes. So you don't have to worry about sizing. You have enough sizes to make. Usually press-ons, you have to resize it a little bit, reshape it a little bit to, if it's too wide or something like that. I will make a video announcing it, but I won't make a video doing it. And that, my friend, is my ballerina. I quote, my ballerina. I don't want to say this is ballerina because some people are like, oh no, that doesn't look ballerina, but you see how it does look nice, right? Aesthetically, it does look nice. That I don't disagree with it. It does look nice. Look at this shape. It's pretty, right? And you know it's not coffin. A little bit different from coffin.
I think so too. I think that's way
Thinner by the free edge. Yeah, it comes in a little bit like almost like an almond, like thinner by the free edge.
First of all, an architect and much more about details and
But that's where it gets annoying, because you know, like, I do great coffin, so mentally I just want to go straight out and make that coffin, but I can't. I have to remind myself this is not a coffin shape. I need to bring it out tapered, and I need to bring it in more at the tip. That's why a lot of nail techs really struggle, is that transition. Even if you're doing the same thing I'm doing, you might not come out the same way. It takes time, but once you get it down, I always say it's visualization. You have to really see what the shape's gonna look like for the shape to come into fruition. If you can't see it before you do it, then it's gonna be a little bit harder. I'm visualizing a ballerina shape, so I'm able to just make my adjustments. This is how I do it, really. I bring it out taper, then I bring it in more at the edge. How I do ballerina anyways. Other people might do it differently. There may be way more effective ways of doing it than my way. That I don't disagree. A lot of skilled nail techs out there with a lot of different skills and techniques. Even you guys probably have a way of doing it way better than me. Show me, please, if you know an easier way to do ballerina. Just like that. You can see as I'm getting more and more nails done, I'm actually speeding up, because kind of like muscle memory, you kind of feel it, feel the shape coming to fruition. And it's only really a slight difference, but it makes so much difference. It's crazy, this stupid shape. Not stupid, ballerina, it's cute. I still remember my first experience with ballerina. I really didn't know what it was. I've heard of it. A client came in, and my nail tech was like, "Can you come help me with this shape? I don't know what I'm doing." And then she was trying to explain to me. I'm like, "Oh, it's just coffin." So I'm sitting there doing coffin, and I'm doing it, and I'm like, "Oh, you know, this looks so amazing, coffin." Then I show her, "Okay, is this what you wanted?" And she's like, "Nope." I'm like, "Oh shit." I felt like, oh damn, that's the first time I ever experienced that before. And she was like, "No, this is not the shape I wanted, but it's a good shape." I'm like, all right. So I went and did some research into this shape. She just flat out told me, "Nope, you failed." Because I sat down, I shaped. I'm like, "Ooh, yeah, this coffin looks so nice. And this is what she wanted. I did a great job." And she's like, "Nope, this is not what I wanted." Flat out rejection. When you think you're the shit and they put you in your place. You see that? Ballerina. It be like that sometimes. I was all confident in myself too. I got this. Don't worry. I remember when she said nope, my staff was like, oh shit. If John can't do this shape, nobody can. Alright, we're gonna do the cuticle work right now, guys. Oh, look at that ballerina shape. I know it looks like coffin. It isn't, guys. I guarantee you it's not coffin. This Flushy's cuticle area. Relax, okay? There you go. I was a little thick at the tip earlier, so I'm gonna drill it down a little bit. I have ballerina at the moment. Oh, let me see your ballerina. I think ballerina in the UK maybe look different than ballerina in the United States. You guys understand too, some shapes actually look different in different countries. You see this cuticle that just came up, guys? This will just come right off. It's just excess cuticle. When you buff, it just comes right off. I mean, you can cut that off early, or you can just do this. And I'd rather have it like this, because I don't want to cut that cuticle early. Remember, we cap this, so I'm not too worried about making sure everything's nice and smooth. Just run my drill bit right through it. Nice transition, no lifts. Is it? The transition? This bit is from my beginner bit kit set. It's called the Tapered Head Bit. The reason why I'm using this bit is because my other bit has been taken away from me and during a class. One of my students has it. But I will restock, and I might bring this bit back. This was a fan favorite, but I only allowed this bit to be in the beginner bit kit, which was actually a pretty nice kit for beginners. And this is a very sharp bit though. I actually gave them one of these and another one that looks like this, but it's a safety bit for them to practice. So once they're ready for the sharp bit, they can just swap right over. And whoever that asked for cuticle work earlier, here it is. Of course, any thickness at the tip, and just bring it down a little bit. You have that bit? Louise, I forgot you have everything from my store, don't you? You pretty much order everything from the store. Don't brag, okay? I want people getting mad at you. The 501s are coming back. Those are the fan favorites. They're sharp just like this. A little bit bigger, 501. It's gonna come in medium and fine now for those guys that like to use the medium bits. If you do a video on ballerina and coffin shape side by side, you can see the difference. Good idea. Maybe I'll do a shaping video, a shape video. Yeah, good idea. I'll keep that in mind. Next time I use one of my staff's hand as a model. I think there's a lot of diagrams on ballerina and stuff that float around on the internet. You should be able to Google it. I think I've seen it before. It's hard to tell the difference, guys, to be honest with you. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. That's sexy. See that? It just grows from the cuticle. I will do one though. Good. Give me feedback on what content you guys want to see on the page. The labs are great, but I want to do like more like videos, just me answering questions or something. I do Q&As on my personal page, but it doesn't get saved over here. It gets shared, but it doesn't get saved. So maybe I'll do like a short video when I talk about hot subjects. Is there a way I can set a poll on this page where I can like, hey, like, you know, put a question you want me to, put a subject you want me to talk about, and let people like vote? Yeah, I think I might do that, like a poll vote. You guys more interactive on the page. Question for those that actually visit the page: how do you like the layout, the way it's set? Because there's like a theme. It's set as a video creator theme right now. You guys like that more, or do you like more of like a timeline, time feed thing? I definitely want some feedback on that. You know, because when you come to my page, it's like all videos and stuff like that. I set it up that way for you guys to navigate videos easier. But I feel like it's a little bit cluttered. So you would just like it more like a timeline type feel, or you want some more like what it is right now? For those of you guys that actually visit the page and seeing it. Good. I need feedback, guys. I always wait until after Joe joined the art. I always wait until after Joe works to join. It's the art for me. A lot of people love the application and the drilling part. Because some of my more intense art sets, I can't live those because certain techniques I have reserved for my class, for my students, so I can't show them, unfortunately. And it's just for students only. But I think a lot of people more benefit from the cuticle work and all that stuff more. Now you need to come to class here in South Texas. I just left Houston. Wouldn't Houston be considered South Texas? I just did a class in Houston. Literally this month, March 1st and 2nd. So, check your side profile, guys. Majority of the time I see the bulge right here. Too much. You gotta blend that outward, okay? Blend that outward. The apex right here is gonna be the area where you're thickest, and then the nail base is gonna be blended out. You don't want any big drop-offs, okay? You can achieve this mainly with your application. Albuquerque, New Mexico. That sounds like a plan. I definitely have to hit up more West Coast soon. I don't dislike the West Coast. It's just the flight is just so far, and then we have so much interest here in the East Coast already. I think after Atlanta, I'm gonna go. Houston's in the middle of Texas? I thought Houston was more southern, to be honest. It's by the sea, isn't it? They're all getting flooded by the Gulf. I would consider Houston South Texas, wouldn't it? Am I geographically wrong right now? Challenged? Geographically challenged? Come to France to give a class? Shoot, I would love to go to France. When the borders open up, if you can set up a class for me in France, I would love to go over to Paris. Get me some American fries. Go to France, macarons. I would go eat at all the restaurants. I'm a big foodie. Escargot. Cheese, wine. Me. I'm telling you, once everything's all settled down and I have my vaccine shots and they're allowed travels countries, we're doing international classes. So you guys are there in the international states, you know, in countries. You should get ready for that because it's gonna happen. Get people together. Gain the interest first. When it happens, you're like, hey, you know, I got, you know, this amount of people in France already. Look at that, guys. You see? Structure. That's what the client pays for. I'm not lying with you. Oh, I forgot you had a thumb. Even more so. You will hook me up? Shoot. Find a bunch of people in France. Start up a group. French nail techs. I would love to do a Europe tour. Hit up UK, Netherlands, Iceland, France. I'll legit be gone for like months. Actually, I can probably hit up 3-4 countries in 1 month. The Europe tour with my team. No cap though, I already have a team set up. Once the borders open, we're gonna definitely do a Europe tour. Not a lot of the European countries do acrylics yet. They're still in builder gel. They're getting more and more interest. European countries are still in builder gel. They don't really do acrylic that much. But it's gaining popularity, so bringing classes over there is very beneficial. Whoo! That thumb, guys, that thumb. Take a second to appreciate the side profile. That shape, that tongue. I feel something here. Yes, a little bit uneven here. Sometimes you gotta feel it with your hands. Man, you guys got me talking about this European tour. I'm excited. Hook up with the Bon Chili red and green. Ooh, get chili. Is there anything food-wise you like from trying UK? Ooh, food-wise? I don't know. What is unique in UK? Every time I see like food things from UK, it's always like pub food, like your breakfast food. What's UK unique for? You know, something I can't get in the United States. UK food is... Would it be offensive if I said fish and chips? Yeah, definitely part of UK would be the first country we'll visit once the borders open. We'll probably hit up a lot of like the European countries. Because I know there's a lot of European countries right next to each other. If I'm going to fly overseas, I might as well do a couple of countries in one time. Just to make it like, you know, worth it. Because I don't have to fly back home, then fly back out. Do a quick tour, maybe 2 countries, 3 countries that are neighboring each other. Do a class, take a couple day break, gather up, fly to another country, do another class. I always dreamed out when I was younger, and before I became nail dad, travel and eat. Now I travel and teach nails. Love fish and chips, pizza, dessert, rice pudding. Rice pudding. An English specialty. You know I love English culture. I'll be watching Dalton Abbey. Yeah, maybe I just watch some Dalton Abbey and figure out what I like to eat. They be cooking some shepherd's pie, something like that. You know where I would love to teach nails? The EAU. The Emirates.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Dubai or some shit. I need like some rich, like, sheik or rich businessman's like daughter that's interested in nails. Just invite us over there for a huge nail class. She's putting together with her friends. Fly over there. Like that Sex and the City episode, and we'll be staying at those hotels, and they'll pick us up like my backs and stuff like that. We'll be in like the desert with the camels, with our acrylics.
Doing nails in the desert.
Teaching nails in the desert. You make the best shepherd's pie? I don't doubt that. You guys have been closed down for a while over there in UK, so you guys got a lot of time to perfect any shepherd's pie skills. You guys notice when I'm drilling this, I'm not drilling the same way. I'll drill more here. When I get here, I lightened up my grip, and I'll go heavy here. What that does is it gives me the transition of the nail. It transitions out, okay? Because if you do the same pressure, it'll just flatten everything out, and you build all the apex for nothing. So we're about almost finished here. Just finishing up some buffing. Clean up underneath. And put some clouds and some stars. I forgot back then this set was inspoed by me. Like I came up with this set and a lot of people inspoed it and it became popular. I want to say back in what was that? Back in last summer that I did this set? Yeah, it was last summer. And actually, when I posted it online, a lot of people actually re-inspelled it. It's actually a very popular set. People were doing it because it gave the transition of stars and clouds, which is pretty unique. I don't think anybody has done that before. All I know is, baby, when this top coat hits, it's a party. This set actually will look good just with top coat alone. We just add clouds, just, you know, accentuate it a little bit. That alone, that actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, I was thinking that looks so pretty like this.
Oh, you want to skip the clouds?
No, I do want the clouds.
Thought so.
But this would look pretty with the matte tint.
Yeah, this looks pretty with matte too. This designer here. Even with the clouds, you put matte, it's actually pretty nice. Wait until I buff later and then you'll see it matted. It looks actually pretty badass matted also. Oop. You know that was uneven there. So you have firm grip of the client's hand. And the shapes. Think of this shape as like a narrow coffin. If that makes any sense. Alright, last finger, guys, and we're gonna do some clouds, some stars. We're gonna put some top coat on, bring everything to life. This set was actually fairly easy. We didn't have to really do that much work with like encapsulation. It's just, I want to say 2 ombres, but really just really one because I did the pink, then did the blurpo on top. It actually really wasn't that bad. And you can do this a different rendition. You can actually encapsulate some glitter in there. I don't want to put glitter in that tip because it would just overpower. You want the transition to go top to bottom like that. There you go. What I'm going to do real quick before I buff is I'm going to clean up underneath any excess powder Just gonna clean it out. And don't worry about putting scratch marks on this. Later we're gonna put top coat on the bottom and it's gonna make the scratch marks go away. We'll just make sure there's no dust or any excess under here. Let me wear out these buffers real quick. These are fresh buffers. Don't want to cut her. Let me give it a nice buff. And there we go. So when she comes back, we're gonna put some clouds on. I'll show you guys a really simple cloud technique. Just requires you have a little bit of a brush and some white gel polish. And wash your hands, please. And wash your hands. So we're gonna grab some white gel polish. Oh, no, that's not it. Grab a dampening dish. You can use an oval brush, which is like this. No. I'm gonna be using my ombre flat brush to do my clouds. Just gonna clean this real quick with some acetone. I don't recommend cleaning with acetone too much. It dries out the brush. I had just a lot of excess on here. These flat brushes are just supposed to be very nice together. The more you clean it, the more. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a matte top coat on top of that surface to give me a nice matte surface so I can do my design. I do recommend that for a lot of you guys. What drill bit am I using? It was a bit that I had for sale. The daughter was, how do you say that? Daughter, see you alive and book you. Come to New Mexico with some bomb food. Oh man, you know I love Spanish food. What should I say? Did I say something about daughter? Where's she at? Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a matte top coat on everything first. It is blurple, blue purple, right? Oh, come on now.
These are gonna be like see-through?
Huh? Yeah.
Cool.
Once the top coat hits, it'll show everything see-through. This is what it'll look like But I'm gonna mat it first, and then I'm gonna top coat later. Do a very nice thin coat of matte. Oh man. I'm just gonna mat this first, guys, so I can put my clouds in there. Then I'll top coat it again to make it shiny. I love this combo. Okay. So now that we have it matted, actually looks good matted, I guess. But we're just gonna use that for the clouds. What we're gonna do first is we're gonna draw in some of the clouds, just an outline of the clouds. I'm using a little bit of white gel polish, nothing special. You can do it a few ways. You can use a daughter tool, or you can just use like a art brush and just. Oop. Once you put the clouds in, you can use a brush and blend. Huh? Simple, right? Just like that.
Oh, so pretty.
You can change the position of the clouds wherever you need it to go. Just put a big just go through the whole nail. I like to position the clouds differently on each nail, just to give it, you know. You're pretty much just utilizing the gel polish over and over and over. I mean, the clouds don't have to look like anything now. So when later on when we use the art brush, that's when it's gonna be show up. I mean the blend brush. Like I don't use any acetone, okay? Just blend down. I can actually create fluff in the clouds. See? It's very simple. Clouds is not that hard to do. Just don't overthink it. And just just like see, just create clouds. If I want some fluff in the cloud, just push it up more. Your cloud can look however you want it to look. Just use a little brush. And this brush, I don't have any acetone or anything on it. I don't really want to add anything on that. It's a dry brush, okay? You see, like, sometimes you want to put more fluff into it. Just kind of push it up. Boom. So I'm using the brush to drag out. Clouds aren't supposed to look the same. That's it. Yeah. Not too hard, right, guys? Everybody, go do clouds. Everybody's like, I'm gonna do some clouds today. Thank you, Nailton. You're welcome. Enjoy your clouds. It's all in the clouds. The reason why I leave space up here because I'm gonna put the stars up there, okay? It's my clouds and stars set. I did this like last summer and it became a sensation, and then you guys see a lot of people doing clouds and stars and stuff. That was from me. Maybe not. Who knows? And the matte surface gives you a little bit, a good surface to do some little blending with the clouds. Now, if this wasn't matted, you won't get the same blend, to be honest with you. That's why you want to matte it first, okay? That's cute. Cute AF. See, I can create just the poof of the clouds using the brush. Now I'm going to do my stars. And similarly, I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to take a dotting tool. Dotting tool. Dotting tool. And I'm going to create my stars. I've already one small one, one big one. A small one, one big one. See how it's like more darker up here, right? So that's where the stars are. When you go past the clouds, you see the stars. Let's just go through with the liner brush again and just drag downward. That one's a little fat. We do. Get it very thin. Just like that. Just like that. Oh, actually, I'm gonna leave it like that, like a small star. Oh, I would go quicker than that. Remember, nothing is set in stone until you cure it, so make your changes. There ain't no shame in it. Ooh, that was ugly. This camera's in my way. Guys, I might be out of focus a little bit just to finish these stars up because the camera's blocking my hand position, so I can't really see it. All right. The longer you drag this out, the bigger the star is. So we got big, small, big, small. You see? Everything came together.
So pretty.
Oh, sorry. That was the finger that was...
No, it's this one.
Oh, wow. You need to stop picking your cuticle out. I can't tell which one it is. I guess it's really simple techniques that you can do, and it creates actually a very, very fun design. It's repetitive. All right, let's introduce our nails to some top coat. What do you guys think? I think it's time for that top coat, right? Okay. Hello, top coat time. Welcome to the Top Coat Live. Okay. One matte. You want one matte, one top coat? Just kidding.
No. I thought about it too, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be.
She loves it shiny. She wants it to shine.
Yeah, I like that clear look.
Yeah, she wants a clear look. Make sure you paint really thin because you don't really need thick top coat. You just need a nice thin layer and you're good to go. Your hands are as difficult as your sister's to work on. You guys both have the same hands for some reason. Must run in the family. Alright, guys.
Oh, are you gonna do it on the
Yeah.
bottom?
So now we do the clear coat on the bottom. I almost forgot. This gives it more clear. It's a nice thin coat, okay? So all that scratch marks we did earlier with the drill and all that stuff, this clear coat would just make everything nice and crispy clear. A very good trick to use when you're doing encapsulation with a clear tip. It does bring the clear tip out more. Like if you're drilling underneath, the filers and stuff like that, look how more clear it looks. Okay, go ahead. Going upside down, okay?
Oh.
Upside down, upside down.
Oh, put it in the center.
Yeah. See all that, like, matted look when you put this over it? The matte goes away. Now it's nice and clear. One more time. See? Remember earlier when you said drill bit underneath? Now all that clear. It's just like here. See that? The scratch marks. Go on. Switch. Switch. Put some oil on. And we're done. Thank you for joining me. We got ourselves a nice cloud set. Clear. With end cap. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. There you guys go. Quick and painless. I promise. Alright, I'm gonna take my quick break. I'll see you guys later. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you guys for more content. Bye guys.